everybody. Welcome to How To Tuesday on the Tom Rowland podcast, brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee. Today, we're going to talk about something slightly different. A lot of times on the How To Tuesdays, we go into technical things on how to do something, very precise instructions on how exactly you do something. But a lot of times you're looking for, or we're all in need of some instruction on how to set a goal. How to set a goal and accomplish that goal, how to do something epic. Now, when you're doing something epic, that may be a big physical endeavor. It may be getting into your first fishing tournament. It may be changing jobs. It might be trying to write your first book. It might be trying to do something that is out of your comfort zone that seems like a massive stretch, a massive challenge for you. And that's awesome. You should always have those things in your life. And I look towards athletes, people that have done some amazing things to try to get some perspective on, if you were able to do that, how can I take what you've learned and apply it to this over here that may seem to have no comparison? How do you compare running 350 miles to changing jobs? But you can. There are lessons in there that absolutely apply. And today, we're going to talk to my friend Alyssa Amos Clark, who is one of these people that does epic things, amazing things. She ran 95 marathons in 95 days. Then she set the fastest known time on the Pinhoti Trail. And through these different endeavors, she has learned how to set a goal and accomplish that goal without getting overwhelmed. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. No one could say it any better than Alyssa. And this is part of a longer episode, a full-length episode, which will come out in a couple of weeks. So make sure that if you like what Alyssa has to say about setting goals and not being overwhelmed, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, definitely tune in a couple of weeks for her full-length podcast, it's amazing. I mean, her perspective on this kind of thing is incredible, and you can apply it to virtually every area of your life. All right, so here we go with Alyssa. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, listen in. If you were to give someone advice on setting a goal and following through, no matter what that is, what would you say? What are your big key takeaways here?
I mean, I really think one of the biggest things is breaking it down into the smallest elements, tackling those first. So I guess, again, running example, but like if I think about running 350 miles, I'm overwhelmed completely. And it's why I find the start of things so hard. I'll start sobbing sometimes in the first 15 miles of a, huge endeavor, because if you think about the enormity of what you're doing, so like a job change or writing a book, you're never going to start because you're too scared to even, it's too mentally overwhelming to think of the whole thing. So really the biggest thing is breaking it down into manageable chunks, whether that's a page, whether that's, the first 5 mile segments. So the nice thing with ultras for the most part is they have aid stations. So you just get to the next aid station. And then you can reassess. And so for, someone looking at a new job, I would say, what are the first steps of okay, I've identified I don't like where I'm at. So now I'm going to start researching where maybe I want to go. And then from that researching, maybe it's working on your resume, and then it's applying for jobs. And so take those small steps to be able to get to that bigger step, but don't get overwhelmed by the eventual goal, because it might stop you from ever starting.